the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Throwing first play is Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get this to about the 38. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Lance now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go now.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Finds his man, complete. That's Fletcher. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. This defense for the Niners very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. A the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 36. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Ready.
Here's Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down to about the 22 here. Now that run good for 7 yards, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Lance looking to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. They run it again with Cook. Now that play's stopped by Drake Jackson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 34. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, King. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, King. That'll be caught. Rager with it. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Vikings.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. King. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The Lance going to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And the tight end is certainly positioned built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
McCaffrey is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Ready?
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Lance. And he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Vikings now to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Cook again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now King on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fletcher. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. King throwing on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off play action. King. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
49ers 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 41, Lance. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle. Lance finding Kittle. First down, San Francisco. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here we go.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. You got to feel pretty good as a defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
Let's go now. Light blue.
Desperation time here. Lance. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. King. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we're having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Lance. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Down. Black ultra. Red cycle. Red.
Lance looking to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Lance. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Purdy. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Black shot.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Let's go. Ball red.
Lance and company going on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Vikings, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.